Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine and this is going to be the October. Can you believe already October? Reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general. So that means take what resonates and leave the rest. I also may be describing you or the person that you're dealing with. Flip the energies if need be. And I also don't show favoritism in my readings in regards to the sign. I deliver the message in accordance to what I see, and that means I could be describing someone doing the bad deeds or someone on the receiving end of the bad deeds. So again, apply it as it may fit. And if it doesn't fit, don't force it to fit. We'll try again in another reading. And if you would like a personal reading, all the information is below. If you would like to donate and support the channel, and support the channel, the information on how to do that is also below. You can also subscribe, like, share, comment, hit the like button. That also shows support. It's good karma for you and good analytics for me. And hit the notifications button if you'd like to be informed whenever I upload a new video to the channel. Now that I've said the spiel, I'm excited because I am using a deck that I created. It's called the Reality Check deck. And you know, the slogan is, it may not be what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. So I'm excited to use this as another way of getting the messages that need to be received, reality checks we may need. So we'll bring that in at the end. What I have here is the overview and your advice in regards to it. This is the situation. This is why it's happening. This is what you're thinking and feeling about it. This is your hopes and fears, and this is advice. This is whatever chakras you need to work on clearing that might be preventing some blocks for you. This here is the higher message involved, advice, and then any matters of love, your advice. And then, of course, we'll do the reality check and we'll clarify if need be. I'll move these over here so I have room. You had two cards pop out: Unfinished Symphony, as well as Chaos and Conflict. So again, it's like the never-ending drama. I don't know. I'm a Pisces sun, so, you know, I'm all set with the drama, personally. We shall see here. Unfinished Symphony, number 10. Essential meanings: unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, or the need to make amends. The Oracle's message: this is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. Relationship message: moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. Make sure you, maybe somebody end up with coffee in their head. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are. Make amends if need be and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so that you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Prosperity message: make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you have created something special, like my reality check deck, see? That will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. I hope so. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now's the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in an assignment, complete a work of art. Tie up loose ends so you can move forward with surety, knowing you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. Protection message: when unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. Man, and let me tell you, I can procrastinate like nobody's business. So I hear you on that one. I was actually to sidestep now, or segue, or whatever you want to call it. As I was scrolling through some YouTube things last night, I came across a Ralph Smart, video, and he was talking about stop procrastinating. I thought, oh, the universe must have put this video in my path to tell me to, stop watching YouTube and do some more work. But it's a form of self-sabotage. And sometimes when we are coming from a place of not the best self-esteem, again, probably through childhood, through your whole life, I'm not good enough, or it might not happen for me, so you don't even bother. Or it's like, especially people with financial karma, it's like you can procrastinate for days, you can put it off, and the next thing you know, a week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, 6 months goes by, and if you're like, oh, if I would have started it 6 months ago, where would I be now? So it's almost like you're self-sabotaging your own possible success. Again, there is something, I don't know what it is, but it's horrible. It's like the self-sabotaging. It's really the procrastination, and everybody does it. I don't know. It's like preventing you from your greatness. Is that like the hidden enemy within? In some ways, I guess, right? It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. And they always say that to me too. Like, what the hell are you waiting for? What are you doing? You can sit there and watch YouTube videos or do a whole bunch of other things, but what you should be doing, because that very thing might be what's going to lead you to your next level. So no self-sabotaging, Pisces. No more. We gotta, kick it in gear. We gotta be our own. I said everybody needs a Mickey, from the Rocky movies. When you need that, you need a little Mickey in your life, someone to keep pushing you, or to get you back in gear when you're slacking off. I'll tell you, procrastination is horrible. 33 again, chaos and conflict. Let's see, some drama coming in with the procrastination. Oh, again, procrastinating because we're conflicted. Let's see. Essential meanings: disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. Yes, out of chaos comes order. That's what they say. Let's hope. The oracle's message: opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well. As you become unmoored by it, scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of you no longer needed, and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes, and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Bless you. Somebody just sneezed outside. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. While I think both are equally important, you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to feel understood. Bless you. Relationship message. Stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way, bless you, can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in much better place than before the storm. Much better place than before, for the storm will have passed. Sorry. Blazing a new path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before if you use this time constructively. Now, this also means trying to go up against the universe. You know, creating our own blocks. Stuck in old, not letting go of what needs to be let go of, whether that's, again, behavior patterns, self-sabotatory behavior patterns, self-destructive behavior patterns, clinging to people that we need to let go of, again, ways of being that we need to let go of, because the universe is wanting to bring in something new for you. But if you're not willing to show up new, you know, and again, let go of the things that are holding you back, again, learning from, you know, lessons and past situations and taking that knowledge and applying it to move forward, not staying stuck, not waiting for other people to make the decision on which direction you're going to go, because a lot of feminines were in this waiting mode. So again, it's about, in that meantime, you need to be working on you, because perhaps something else is meant to come in. Someone else is meant to come in. And if we're still sitting around waiting and clinging and hoping and wishing that somebody else gets their shit together and comes back, you're holding yourself up again. And some of these people you shouldn't be letting back, because again, depending on what you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So that stubbornness of refusing to let go of, again, old people, old, you know, feelings of anger, resentment, whatever. It's about learning the lesson, owning our own role in things so that we can let it go. And it's, you know, say it's easier said than done. They make it all sound so simple, maybe for them, because it is simple. The answer is always simple. Self-love, self-respect. What's going to bring me happiness? What's going to make me become the best version of me? Anything that does not do that or promote that, why do you hang on to it? And it's like that question again of the reason of why things happen, why all this chaos in our lives. You know, it's to resolve the things within us that are being brought to the surface, that need to be healed and let go of, that are keeping us from becoming our best selves, right? So it's not only in regards to an interaction with someone else. Sometimes this is the relationship that we're having with ourselves, with our higher selves, you know, with the universe, trusting that, again, sometimes rejection is God's protection, right? Prosperity message. Circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so that the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. Protection message. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete restoring of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. So, because you got two, well, I had to read all that stuff. But that's all right. It's basically saying, you know, I guess everything is happening the way it's supposed to. Divine order, divine timing. But again, divine timing is works between you and the universe. You know, and you have to be ready for the receiving, because the universe wants to bring something to you, but you got to let go of something else first, I guess. It's up to you, is the advice. So in the end, it's all about choice, right? Free will. We can sit and stay in our usual shite, or we can, you know, get ourselves on the path. Now, I also have here, because there's two major arcanas. If there's more than one, I usually like to, it's to let you, these are signposts that need to be looked at carefully, or something that we need to really work on, especially if it's in the reverse. So again, the major arcanas, they're deeper, more meaningful, and spiritual in nature. They're signposts to be taken more seriously and looked at more closely. Aspects of the self, as well as our response to significant events in our life, how to get through them, how we should see them, ways to learn, grow, shedding karma, etc. A more profound, deep, meaningful stage on the journey. Think of them as chapters in a book, representing a path to spiritual awareness, a search for greater meaning and understanding, again, in the lessons that we learn. It's the journey of the Fool. Each step brings you closer to enlightenment. Now, you know, we have the Strength card here in the reverse, and then we have the Star as the advice. So obviously, again, it's about releasing, healing, being strong and courageous enough to do that, to walk into your new self, your new path, and be open to whatever may come along on that. Again, applying the lessons that we've learned from past mistakes, cycles, people, situations, what have you. So again, because you have more than one here, it's obviously something that you need to look at. And a lot of it has to do, again, with healing and releasing, right? The bottom, oh, actually you have three, because if I count the bottom of the deck, well, you have four, because there's Justice here. And then you have Two of Cups in reverse. So obviously this is about karmic justice. This is about moving on, again, learning from the lessons and releasing it. Because who knows, you might have another person that the universe is wanting to bring into your life that could be the life partner, but you got to let go of the karmic situation. You got to let go of the pain of it, the anger, the whatever. Again, owning your own side of the street, and just, you know, doing better the next time, and being courageous enough to not be afraid to get out there, to open your heart, you know, to not be in the lowest or hibernating or what have you. The Chariot in reverse, you know, it's about a lack of control and direction, or feeling no control, feeling like you're being dragged through time. And whatever direction that the fate takes you again, but you know, you are again a co-creator. So what you put in, you'll get back. So understanding again the order of all things, and try to get in gear, moving in a forward direction, collapsing under pressure, feeling a loss of power, aggression channeled the wrong way should be used in a determination energy and not an angry one. So again, just being determined to heal and to move forward for your own happiness, not having to do with anybody else, right? It's also a need to be more comfortable in not having control. Again, trying to figure out the whens, the hows, the whats, where it has to be this person. Again, that stubbornness that is saying if you're going to try to go against the universe, it's like for some people, those karmic people are gone. They're in other situations or they're not meant to come back. So you shouldn't be sitting, hoping, and waiting for them. Because again, sometimes you have to ask, do you even want that again? Especially if this person hasn't learned, changed, or grown, if they're just the same old, same old. And for some, they probably are the same old, because for some, you're probably dealing with some narcissists or people that have some deeper issues that are beyond you. And it's better off that you let it go, realize the truth. We'll see whatever comes out here in the reality check. But, you know, it's time to focus on you, forward movement. What's going to make you happy? What's going to raise you to the next level? You know, this is kind of the same, but it's up to you. Now, this is the situation where we got the King of Wands in reverse. So this is either somebody that you're dealing with or it's you. Now, in the more positive sense, if you can even say a more positive sense, because it's still negative because it's in the reverse. This is about having high expectations. You know, we talk about here perfectionism, especially if we're doing anything in regards to working on projects, working on our career stuff. You know, there's you having a lack of confidence or not really, you know, doing anything in that area as far as progression, you know, becoming a leader, taking lead, following through on ideas, etc. Now, feeling like a failure, needing to set more realistic goals, feeling like we can't do everything or please everyone, which you can't. It's also about a need to be lenient or cut out those people or ways of being that are holding us back, right? Now, it's also somebody who could be controlling. Again, trying to be controlling in regards to keeping yourself stuck, self-sabotatory kind of things. It doesn't serve you. Now, this is also about making impulsive decisions, hasty decisions, rash decisions. This is also somebody who could be dominating, pushy, overbearing, aggressive, selfish, ruthless, manipulative, uses others as a means to an end. Like I said, so if you got, you know, if you are masculine, this could be you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of masculines have been doing that. This is also someone who we consider a rival, an unscrupulous opponent in love, someone again who's probably narcissistic, playboy type, unfaithful, uses people, just a user in love. So again, if this is the situation, this could, again, if this is you behaving in this way, or this is again the person that you're dealing with. Now, I'll clarify this, but I'll go down the line first before I clarify anything. We have King of Cups as the why it's happening. So, either, again, This is somebody manipulative trying to come in and appear as a King of Cups, trying to offer their love, or um, or someone who was, and now again they've learned, grown, changed, they've matured, or if it's again an aspect of the self, we're trying to embody the King of Cups, being emotionally mature, again, healing from situations, being open to giving and receiving love, or someone's coming in looking to offer that. This is also somebody who is, talks about artistic and stuff as well. So if we're feeling, you know, unsure about a direction or not creative or not good enough, again, we're needing to embody this. This is someone who's balanced emotions with intellect, master of their feelings, strong bonds in a relationship based on temperance and understanding, considerate in their dealings with others, level-headed, uses emotional intellect to make smart decisions, has an open heart and mind. So, again, either this is the self or someone that we're dealing with. And they may or may not be uh, genuine. If it's somebody from the past coming back, or you left somebody, we shall see. What you're thinking and feeling is a strength in reverse. So this is a soulmate card. It's also the sign of Leo, but I don't like to throw out signs again. This is fire signs, what? Because everybody's got a bunch of signs in their chart. So I think that just adds confusion. But this is speaking about, having self-doubts. Again, if we're not believing in ourselves, we're needing to, because we're needing to, again, get it together, get ourselves balanced, start believing in ourselves, getting our self-confidence back, getting our courage back, our drive, our direction. This is also lack of self-discipline, worried, anxious, overprotective, feeling insecure. Again, but esteem issues here. Lacking courage or inner strength, or feeling vulnerable. Someone might be lacking the courage or afraid to come forward and offer a cup of love or accept a cup of love because of something that happened in the past. There's an opportunity to heal something. For some, you know what I'm saying? Hopes and fears, this Page of Cups in reverse. So again, someone fearing that an offer won't be accepted, or fearing an offer won't be given. Again, if we're clinging to the idea of someone who was like this coming back as a changed person, they're wishing, hoping, dreaming, waiting, keeping yourself stuck. Or again, this is you, now that you've changed and whatever, I want to offer love, you're afraid it might be rejected, or you're afraid of opening up to taking any offers. This is also creative blocks. This speaks about creativity. Again, maybe not feeling good enough, afraid to put our projects out there, or whatever it is. It could also be career stuff, just multiple things, multiple areas. This is also somebody who could be immature, somebody that has emotional problems, escaping with drugs and alcohol and stuff, running from reality, or someone who has a tendency to do that. So maybe this is why we don't want to take an offer from somebody who we know is manipulative or what have you. Um, this is also lacking self-love. Again, it always comes down to that first and foremost. If you love yourself, you won't self-sabotage. If you love yourself, you won't procrastinate, right? If you love yourself, you won't deal with assholes. If you love yourself, you won't treat other people like means to an ends. It all comes from the same shit. Lacking self-love, self-acceptance, again, or somebody who we know is emotionally abusive. So we ain't trying to take nobody back like that, right? Unfocused emotions, or we need to be emotionally balanced instead. Suspicious, self-doubting, selfish, easily depressed, childlike tantrums, loss of emotional control in adversity. This speaks about here about having a lack of control in adversity during the chaos and conflict. You know, again, it's about rising to the occasion. This is somebody else who acts without thinking. Promises not kept. Again, if you're dealing with somebody like this, that's no surprise. Meaningless commitments. Again, not wanting to waste your time on any more meaningless commitments. People who don't keep promises, people who aren't loyal and faithful and loving and treat you well and all of this stuff. Or again, people are afraid just of giving offers or receiving offers, lacking the confidence, lacking the faith. And the advice here is a star. So this is all about, you know, nourishing and healing and cycles, and it's also about hopes and wishes. So this is also about, you know, strength and having the quality to accept your own faults and love yourself in spite of them. Or try to love other people in spite of theirs. It doesn't mean you got to take shit. Just, you know, I guess empathize. This is also about using our intuition in regards to people, choices, direction. It's also about transformation, forgiveness, having again renewed hope and faith, healing, courage, deeper understanding of ourselves and others, again, because of situations, finding closure if need be on your own, releasing, healing, forward looking, forward moving, investing in oneself. It's up to you. You know, it's all about meaning and purpose and perspective. It's a call of destiny that compels you to go on. This isn't the end. These are just chapters in a book. Your destiny awaits, but it's up to you how you manifest it. It's up to you if you stay in stagnation, if you stay in procrastination, if you stay in woe-is, if you stay in low self-esteem, if you stay waiting around for assholes, or if you stay continuing to be an asshole, whatever the situation is. It's again allowing that healing to happen. Having courage again to step up to the plate. Have faith, you know. Believe in yourself. Trust in what your higher self is trying to tell you. Renewed self-esteem. You know, it's building oneself up. Now, the higher message here is self-respect. Again, I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. So doing things that are healthy for us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever it is. It's loving yourself, not settling for less than you deserve, not settling for being less than you can be. Right? Hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. Faith. I have faith in God to heal this situation. Joy. By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God for my life. Grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creations. This is like handling all this shit with grace. You know, again, rising above it. Mother. I open my heart to my mother's humanness and her divinity. And this mother card comes out again. You could be a mother. So maybe this is all about, you know, your self-respect in a way too, as we all have come to learn, that we imitate what we see. What did love look like to us as children? So if you are a parent, you have a responsibility not only to yourself, but to your kids to set a good example of what self-love and self-respect should look like, so that we end the karmic cycle. And some of this is generational. Teach your kids to love themselves, to respect themselves, embody those things, teach by example. Because, you know, what would the advice be that as we sit around or deal with people that are not good for us? What example are we setting for children who are looking at us as again, the role model of what love looks like? This is always something to take into consideration. That's why a lot of people who are in situations that are not good, you know, love yourself first, and love your children enough to show them that this kind of shit isn't tolerable. You know, this is also people who might have mother issues. Again, what did love look like to me as a child? So again, a lot of masculines have mother issues, a lot of feminines have father issues, some people have both. Again, embodying the characteristics of one parent while looking for the other in a partner, the other parent in a partner, to heal those wounds. So, you know, for some masculines, again, who might be learning from an experience, maybe they had some mother issues. Maybe this, you know, that rejection from the mother. So again, they enter into relationships where they kind of reject, you know, the feminines or behave in this kind of a way. Because I'm not, this isn't a one-on-one therapy session. I'm just throwing out ideas of how this can all play out in people's lives. So again, you know, I feel if you're a feminine, maybe look at that. If you have children, do it not only for yourself, but for them, as far as you rising from the ashes, as far as you not tolerating disrespect, disloyalty, mistreatment of any kind, loving yourself first, showing, you know, that how to persevere through challenges in life. Like, again, setting that good example. And again, for some masculines, there might be mother issues, or it could be mother issues with feminines as well. You know, maybe your mother did the same thing. Like I says, because we imitate what we see. So somewhere in all this, there might be some deeper meaning there, in the higher message, to get the big picture. Now I wanted to look at this King of Wands. Why the King of Wands in reverse? Why the King of Wands in reverse in regards to the situation? Greed. It's about getting what we want. The dark-haired man, again, this is somebody who can be shady. King of Wands in reverse, same thing, dark-haired man. So this is either you or, again, the person you were dealing with. So someone who operates, again, out of the shadow aspects of themselves. You know, lying, cheating, self-sabotatory behavior, self-destructive behavior, hurts other people, treats, you know, lower vibration shit, wealth, got money, and storm. So this could be you if you're the dark-haired man, King of Wands. And again, male, female, doesn't matter. But this could be you not feeling confident in yourself, not being able to be creative, not knowing what direction to take or how to resolve an issue in a relationship in your life or relationship and career, wanting to weather the storm, wanting to work on your finances, wanting to, get what you want in regards to whatever you've got your sights set on. Or you could be dealing with the King of Wands, dark-haired man, and you either know that you're not going to get what you want in regards to the situation because nothing's going to change. Again, if you're dealing with somebody who's codependent, might be financially codependent, that could be another thing, for the money kind of situation. In relationships for, again, financial reasons. That's what I mean. Spiritual hope and clarity. This is also on King of Wands in reverse. So again, either people are not feeling any hope in regards to, again, healing a situation, coming to an understanding or realization in regards to somebody and their behaviors, or perhaps why they were with them, perhaps just for financial reasons. Or, you're the King of Wands, dark-haired man, you're feeling, again, not so good about yourself, or you've been behaving in a not so good way, and again, you're trying to gain clarity, you're trying to figure out your next move, you're trying to get some hope or some healing for yourself to get through whatever difficult phase that you're going through right now. You might be having money issues. You might not know what you want or where you're going to go, or you feel like nothing ever works out for you. King of Cups. Why the King of Cups in regards to why it's happening? Why the King of Cups in regards to why it's happening? Oops. We have the Lady, brown-haired man, ending, jealousy. So the Lady is, everything we could want in a woman. If this is somebody that we're wanting to offer our love to. Brown-haired man, again, this could be you wanting to get out of the shadow aspect, embody a new and improved aspect of the self. Again, needing to learn how to get out of our own way, needing to rise up to challenges, needing to get focused, needing to have direction, needing to learn from our mistakes. Try to find, again, our self-esteem, our courage to keep going, to be courageous, to allow for healing, to have faith, but it's up to you whether we stay in a repetitive pattern, a way of being, karma, always ending up in the same place, even though it makes us all jacked up, hurts other people. It's up to you. If you're going to step up and rise to the occasion, if you're not going to realize, again, where this all comes from and heal that part of you that needs to be healed so that we stop doing this, or we stop attracting people like this, using our intuition, going instead towards someone that we know will offer us love, be open with their emotions, not be manipulative, finding that closure in regards to a karmic situation, healing, moving forward, so again, we can be open to receiving something, or this is what's coming in October. And maybe we're still clinging on to hope of an old situation, and we're having to choose between two. One path to still keep waiting, to still keep dealing with people that we know we shouldn't be dealing with, or being courageous and moving forward and moving towards real love again, building up our self-esteem, knowing that we deserve better, and not settling for less than anymore. Again, it's up to you. Jealousy can be taking off the mask, revealing ourselves, or someone revealed themselves, and we're ending a situation, and now we're using our intuition in regards to what we know love should look like and moving towards that. Or again, someone is taking off their mask, ending their deceptive ways, showing that they've changed, and offering their cup of love to the woman, the person that they want to be with. Right? How you're thinking and feeling, strength in reverse. Why strength in reverse? Heartbreak, solitude, surprise, doubt, generosity again, unsure if someone's going to accept an offer, sitting around waiting to receive an offer, feeling heartbroken over it, feeling alone. Again, for some people, sitting and waiting for the past person to return. Again, be careful what you wish for. Not everybody should be allowed to come back. Some people might be trying to, some may not be. But you can't be sitting around waiting. You need to, again, live and learn, not repeat anything. Make sure people show up correct or don't deal. This is, again, trying to find our strength and courage to move forward, you know. And regardless, move forward from the pain. Stop sitting and waiting. Or again, we're struggling to figure out if we want to accept an offer from somebody, if it's going to just lead to heartache again. Have people shown up, or are they just the same as they were? Trying to use your intuition. Page of Cups reversed. Battle, judgment, friend, and again, could be friend, could be person you're in a relationship with, because this friend card could be either or. So it's, again, afraid of judgment being passed upon us because of past behavior patterns, wondering if somebody's going to take us back, wondering if you should take someone back, if the battle is over, or if they're going to be the same old, wondering if, again, or we're not accepting any offers, again, because we know the deal with a certain person. We've made that judgment call to give up this fight and focus on healing instead, finding closure on your own, again, moving towards happiness. The Star, the stranger. Like I said, it might be someone new that's going to come in if you let go of this situation, or this could be someone coming in trying to, maybe who has changed. Again, but you have to use discernment here. But I think for some of you, it could be a past person coming in who has changed, who wants to put in the effort, or you could be that person who's wanting to do that, and you should do that if you're genuine. Or they could be telling some of you to, heal and let go from this past situation, this karmic situation, because, someone new could be coming in for you. Sexual attraction, new beginnings, anxiety, reconciliation, fair gray-haired man, troubleshooter. So this is a troubleshooter, could be, again, figure out a way, to heal, because someone is going to be coming in for you. Fair gray-haired man, someone who is, mature, who can offer you love in a genuine way. But you need to let go of your fears, let go of control, let go of fearing letting go, of a past person, because you're holding up your blessings from someone new, possibly a new beginning, a new relationship with someone else. Or if you're this person who has changed and grown and you want to make an offer, they're trying to tell you to try to overcome your fears and worries and to have a new beginning, you know, show up differently, allow that healing to happen, move towards, again, it's up to you. Both people, it's up to you. What do you want to do? And the advice here is base chakra. You have two red cards here, which also talks about the root base chakra. It's the same thing. So obviously this talks about our stability, how we are building our foundations. So we're needing to, again, look at that. Make sure that we're not, again, building on faulty foundations, or we'll have more tower moments, right? Try to build from a firm foundation. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances, as your words determine your outcome. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. Manifestation power. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. Crystals. The energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. I mentioned another video. I was guided last month to buy 4 new crystals. You know, and they all help with clearing out different chakras, different energies, and they can help you out. So if you are interested in getting some crystals, they not only look lovely, but they're supposed to help you release some of this stuff so that you can, again, clear your energy to manifest this new phase, this new person, this new love, this new career, whatever it is, but it's up to you. Heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. This is also heart chakra. Law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energy. So again, once you've healed that part of you that attracted those same repetitive karmic situations, once you've learned the lesson, you no longer are resonating with people that behave like that. So that's why for some of you, you don't even want to go back to that, because you know, especially if somebody hasn't changed, it's like, you know, you want better. You know you deserve better. So think positive about it. Work on yourself. And again, and you'll start attracting, you know, attracting what it is that you're hoping for. But you have to first embody it, because we don't attract what we want. We attract what we are, right? So if you're a person with low self-esteem, you're going to attract some more users and abusers. You know, if you're a person with self-love and self-respect, you're going to attract people that want to offer you that. You are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings you great blessings and loving service of the divine. So again, if you're working on any career stuff, you know, perhaps it's in the light worker area. Earth angel, you are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. So for many of you, especially for those who are twin flames, supposedly all of your healing helps the collective. So by you, again, realizing your shadow stuff, realizing your childhood wounds that need healing, realizing the patterns, getting those aha moments, leaving behind ways of being and people that you know were all part of a lesson that you needed to learn about yourself, showing up differently now, focusing on you, believing in yourself, moving towards your destiny, your spiritual, whatever your calling is, you know. Facade. This is the sacral chakra. Not sacral, solar plexus. I'm sorry. This is where our thoughts come from. Facade. This card talks about too. You see the little boy there, realizing the lies of youth. Again, childhood wounds, believing false perceptions of ourselves, that we aren't worthy, that we're not good enough, realizing that it's all shit, letting it go, and stepping into your own power and your own truth, and start living the life you're meant to live. And I'll read from the book here. Again, this is solar plexus, intellectual, reveals planning processes, problem solving, what's on your mind is the yellow. The root chakra is, again, grounding, how you're building your foundations, your passions, your romance life. And the orange, I mean, the green is, again, the heart, matters of the heart, pivotal personal choices, heart of the matter. Okay. I wanted to touch on that. Facade. Inspiration message. If you are unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Again, don't stay in something that you're not happy in for any reason. Give, as it says, even if it's talking about, oh, because for the kids, false sense of duty, well, we got to stay together for the kids. Not if that person isn't treating you right. Not if that person is a liar and a cheater or abusive or anything like that. Don't tell yourself that lie. Again, if you're the mother here, what does love look like? You know, if we're encountering all these problems in our adult lives because of our environment as children, we don't want to continue that pattern. You know, showing by example. Give up being something that you're not. That's the other thing too. Again, for masculines who always were wearing masks. Personal inquiry. It's about reclaiming life. What have I done to heal my childhood pain? Again, childhood issues. Key ideas: disassociating from yourself, reclaiming your life, healing childhood pain. Keywords: recovery, integrity, and play. So again, recovering your true self, living from your authentic self. Stop living a lie. Heal childhood wounds that keep us in repetitive patterns. Complacency. Inspiration message. This is a warning not to give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not what you really want. You will never be fulfilled by the unmet dreams of others. So again, it's about becoming who you're meant to be and not who you feel like you need to pretend to be, and living a life that's going to make you happy, you know. Personal inquiry. How can I redefine my dreams? How can I stop procrastinating? Again, I'm talking about procrastinating. Key ideas: finding self-nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for deep rest, or there's a lack of motivation or something that's holding us back. Again, being complacent, being stagnant, being in the woe-is, being in stinking thinking or negative self-talk, whatever it is. Keywords: daring, indomitability. That means being unconquerable, right? Rising to the occasion, rising like the phoenix from the ashes. Reclamation, reclaiming your life, reclaiming your power, right? Perfection. Inspiration message. Are you too hard on yourself? Did I show you? I'm sorry. Perfection. Are you too hard on yourself? And consequently on others? Begin to look for what's right and good in your world and you will see it. Personal inquiry. Where am I presently focusing? Knowing what's right and telling others about it might not be the best way of being. So maybe again, when it comes to finding closure on your own, don't look for the other person to be in agreement with your feelings or your view of the situation. Because sometimes, as long as you know the truth and you know your truth, that should be good enough. Don't seek it outside of someone else in order to find closure, to leave something behind, to end it, because again, how people feel about you is how they treat you. People's choices are in their actions. So again, if we're still clinging to some past situation, you know, your reality is telling you all it needs to. If they're not there, if they're not putting in any effort, if they're whatever, there's your truth. There's your aha moment. Now it's up to you to move towards something better, right? Personal inquiry, where am I presently focusing? Oh, I already read that. Key ideas, alienating others, feeling alienated, seeking perfection, or deeply desiring love. Transformation is ahead. So there is an opportunity, or there might be someone new coming in, but we have to be open, right? Can't be still in the, what was, keywords, uniqueness, friendship, and acceptance. Again, acceptance of reality of stuff. And then we have gossip. Inspiration message. This card is a warning that you may lose a valued relationship if you do not appreciate what you have. So for some people that are gaining some clarity about their past behaviors, that are wanting to make some efforts, they're saying, well, you better do it. Better get out of your own way. Also, because you might lose your opportunity. Or someone who has genuinely changed and grown, perhaps that is coming in, trying to express something to us, wanting another chance, and again, we might miss an opportunity to be a life partner with this person if we're not open to that healing and letting go of the past. But again, know what you're dealing with. Oh, I feel like such a responsibility, even though this is general, it's not personal. Even with personal readings, your life is your own choices is your thing. This is just guidance here. But I always worry about other people who come to these messages looking for hope or looking to cling to people that maybe might not be what they should be clinging to. And like so it says, I always try to be as honest as I can, give different scenarios. I don't like to wrap everything up neatly in a bow and everyone's riding off in the sunset and telling you to wait and romanticizing twin flame soulmate relationships, because a lot of times they're really shitty and they're difficult, and I try to bring up the realness of it. I'm not about the frou-frou here. I'm about reality, which is why I created the reality check. Personal inquiry. Charmaine is about prejudice and misunderstanding. What am I resisting? If you're resisting change, are you resisting letting go? Are you resisting stepping up to the plate? Are you resisting being honest? I don't know. Keywords: freedom, honor. So being a person who's honorable, reclaiming your life, gaining back your freedom from situations that made you feel bound and stuck. Refocusing your life, basically. Now, in regards to love, we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. You deserve love, you are lovable. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Let's just talk about like when if you want somebody who wants love, make sure you go towards people that are giving that to you, not ones that you got to chase for it, right? Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now for some, again, they're talking about, this could be, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Holiday times are rolling around. For some, they might feel this person is the one. Some might be traveling to go see this person from the past. They want to give the relationship a chance. They're freeing themselves from any karmic situations they may be in, or limiting beliefs, or this is the advice that you should be doing this, making that effort, because you deserve love. What you feel is real. Take some time to spend together. You have chemistry there. Express your love. Or some of you again might be clinging to a past person, not wanting to move on. You keep thinking, oh, this person is the one. You want to give the relationship a chance. It might be telling you, forget that past person, free yourself because you deserve love. Go towards real love. Take some time now to disconnect from situations and focus on you so you can again prepare yourself for some new person that you're going to have chemistry with and express your love to that person, right? You can read it in different kinds of ways. Now, what is the reality check for Pisces? This is probably going to shed a whole bunch of light. What is the reality check for Pisces in the month of October? What is the reality check for Pisces in the month of October in regards to this situation? What is the reality check? They don't care. Keep it moving. So for some of you that are still clinging to a past person, or even a past person that might be trying to come back in that's still up to their shady shit, they're letting you know they don't care. Keep it moving. Don't waste your time on repeating things, you know. Think of the example that you want to set for your kids as far as self-love and self-respect, you know, or whoever you're dealing with. Yeah, you need to realize this person don't care. Stop keeping yourself stuck. It's up to you to get your own closure. Keep it moving because we want to bring someone else in. Heal thyself. Release this situation. What else? If you don't want to be single, go out and mingle. Unless your next romantic partner is a delivery person, they aren't going to come to your doorstep. You have to put yourself out there. What other reality checks do you have for Pisces in the month of October? What other reality checks? That's way too many. See, this would be sold as a separate 40 cards, 2 different decks, but I got all 80 for myself, so it's a little hard to shuffle. Let's see if we do it less. What other reality checks do you have for Pisces in the month of October? What other reality check do you have for Pisces in the month of October? What other reality check do you have for Pisces in the month of October? What other reality check do you have for Pisces in the month of October? Not this asshole again. So again, either they keep coming around, again, somebody coming back from the past, or in some way you keep bringing this past person into the present, again, clinging. If they keep coming around, there may be some more lessons to go through with them, or the universe is testing you to see if you have learned whatever lesson was to be learned before. Or you could be clinging to something that needs to be let go of in order to clear your energy, to be open to something new, and it's best that you heal and release this person or experience for your own good, especially if they don't care. Nip that shit in the bud, whatever it is, nip it. And you get what you allow, know your worth. You show people how to treat you by how you treat yourself and what you allow. Self-love, self-respect, self-esteem, self-worth. They all begin with self. How is your relationship with yourself? Loving yourself and having healthy boundaries is a must in regards to giving others a guide to follow, as well as protecting ourselves from assholes. So, there you go, Pisces. Watch out for past people trying to creep back around, you know, or clinging, hoping that somebody comes back around. Let it go. You know, put yourself out there. There's someone that the universe is wanting to bring in for you. Or for those that are trying to make their way back, who are genuine and who have changed. You know, this could be how this person thinks about you. So you're going to have to come correct. They probably think that you don't care, that you're up to your same old, that they're not even going to want to deal. They now have standards, and if you don't rise to the occasion, You know, they're not even going to give you the time of day. But if you are genuine and you have change and you want to make an effort, they're telling you to go for the gusto. And on that note, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Again, please like, subscribe, share, leave comments. And until the next time, Pisces, take care. Bye-bye.